Hi everyone. So today I am going to talk about genetic testing. So I had a genetic testing appointment. So don't know if any of you know what that entails, but basically they do like a swab in your mouth, and then they also do blood. They take blood. So I had this done basically to see if um, my cancer was hereditary. I'm adopted, so I don't have, that pretty much that family background. But my siblings, it would be helpful for them and my kids. So it's really helpful to know if, we have any type of hereditary genes or anything like that. So I did get my testing back today, and basically they do like a range of things. It kind of looks like this. I'm going to show you, but it's basically just a paper, and it tells you all of the things, your history that you have, and then if any of your siblings are have cancer, or anything like that. They ask you questions like, when was the first time that you started your period? When was the first, when did you have started having children? If you've had any miscarriages, how many live births have you had? If you're premenopausal, if you've started menopause. They ask for your height, your weight, um, and if you've ever used um, you know, any estrogen or any hormone replacements. Um, and so basically, once they do that and they do the testing, they do the swab, and they basically then print out a sheet that basically tells you about your risk. So I'm actually at a higher risk factor. My lifetime risk, usually the cutoff point is 20. So mine is actually pretty high. It's at 23.23%. So I am at a higher risk of hereditary cancer, and also for it to come back as well. I also have the BRCA1 gene and the BRCA2 gene. So those genes are most of the time hereditary. Not everyone that has BRCA1, it's not always hereditary, but most of the time. The one thing that I found interesting was that 1 out of 3 women have breast cancer. So I found that absolutely just wow. And 1 out of 2 men have prostate cancer. So that's absolutely huge. And 1 out of 8 women have the BRCA1 gene, or a gene, hereditary gene for cancer. So that is a lot. So the genetic testing is very, very easy. There isn't really much that they can do. They can't change your genes, right? So it's basically just information for you, for your family. Some families, it makes them feel more comfortable to know that they have, this gene, so they can tell their family and friends. Um, so if you do have like a BRCA1 gene, or you're more apt to breast cancer, or different cancers, then they suggest to have screenings. So to have the mammogram, and then an MRI, breast MRI, which I will do a tutorial for that later. Breast MRIs are not my most favorite things to do. So I have one every 6 months. So MRI, and then mammogram. So that really is just a test to make sure that they're on top of it so they can check to see if there's any new cancer so they can get it fairly quickly. So once they do that, it's not a cure-all, and it won't say that you won't ever get cancer, but at least it's kind of a preventative so you can let people know and your family. Um, so there's lots of different things. They also gave me this brochure. Is the cancer in your family hereditary? So there was a lot of good, things in there. If you do want to look it up, the website is on the back. Um, so that's a nice website to kind of, look if you're interested in learning about genetic testing, that type of stuff. So yeah, I learned a lot with the genetic testing, and hopefully it gives me a little bit better peace of mind. Not everybody, I learned that everybody's born with cancer, with the cancer gene, but it doesn't mean that everyone has it. Um, but it is a great thing. They do lots of different learnings and, teachings. I learned a lot about our genes and how they work, and with cancer and how it grows. And it just was very fascinating to learn about your genes. So I hope this helped. If it did, subscribe. Um, Leave your comments if there is anything that you want me to talk about. But leave your comments down below and subscribe. But I hope everyone has a great day and take care. I will see you next time. Bye.